Now, international private banking conjures up images of private jets, secret accounts, Swiss accents, and exclusivity. But for almost a century, the attraction of international private banking has less to do with exclusivity and everything to do with taxes, or perhaps better put, not paying taxes. People used to move money into a Swiss bank account, have the banker invest it for them, and then conveniently forget to report it to their tax authorities. Whoops. It was a boorish, unrefined approach to tax planning. And it all came crashing down with the introduction of FATCA, CRS, and the aggressive adoption of automatic information exchange. Fortunately, international private banking has changed radically. Secrecy is dead, and hiding money is no longer considered a viable tax strategy. Private banks just can't sell secrecy and charge high fees anymore. Today, wealth owners need highly customized wealth planning, tax expertise, structuring advice, and more. In this video, we'll share who should tap into these services through international private banking, what the benefits are, and how much you need to open accounts. We'll also dive into misconceptions, what you need to watch out for, and where you should be careful. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get alerted every time we post new non-resident banking opportunities. To help you better understand international private banking, we have a free non-resident banking starter guide. It's designed to help non-resident and foreigners maximize their international banking strategies. So don't forget to download your copy using the link in the description below. Some of you might be wondering, what is international private banking? International private banking refers to a private bank that offers specialized banking, investment, and wealth planning services to high net worth individuals, families, entrepreneurs, and businesses with at least $1 million US in investable assets. That said, depending on the country and bank, international private banking can take on different meanings. For example, it may suggest that the private bank caters to non-residents, international clients, and cross-border families with complex needs across multiple jurisdictions. As a result, the private bank you choose may offer a variety of international solutions. These can range from tax planning, succession, and estate planning structures. Or they may include financing, investments, investment banking services, specialized advisory, and much more. International private banking services. Private banks vary dramatically in terms of services offered, areas of specialization and expertise, financing capabilities, fees, personalized attention, transactional banking limitations, and even banker quality. So, before choosing a bank, it's important to scrutinize the services offered, understand the specific capabilities that each bank has, and how each one might benefit you. Does the bank regularly service peers with similar client profiles, backgrounds, and characteristics? If so, what benefits do they receive? Additionally, make sure to understand which specific services you'll have access to, which are included, which cost extra, and what those fee structures are before signing on. Who should consider international private banking? Before diving into the benefits of international private banking and how to open accounts, let's take a look at who it's actually for. International private banking clients, 500K or more. Not surprisingly, international private banking caters to high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals, entrepreneurs, and even businesses with significant assets that can meet the entry requirements. Such entry requirements vary widely by country and bank, but typically you need at least $500,000 US in liquid assets to open an account. Though some private banks will require up to $1 million US or $2 million US, sometimes even more. International private banking clients for 500K or less. For clients from first world countries looking to invest at least $100,000 to $200,000 US, international private banking might not be worth it. This is especially true for individuals who don't have any immediate plans to grow that amount or invest more each year. Additionally, for those who don't plan to make use of the private bank's financing capabilities, investments, or other wealth planning services, it's often worth waiting until your assets grow and you have legitimate need for international private banking services. Otherwise, there may be limited upside and you may not be able to offset the fees since such a small amount is being invested. International private banking clients, the Unlucky Passport Club. Clients from the Unlucky Passport Club, a term we affectionately use to refer to those with nationalities and residencies that constantly face banking difficulties, who are unable to access stable banks in their home country and abroad, may look to access international private banking sooner than others. After all, having a stable bank in a stable country with stable currencies and the ability to transact internationally with ease is critical today. So, finding banks that offer international private banking services to non-residents from such countries can offer many advantages. Making use of international private banking services. Another group that should consider international private banking are the individuals who stand to benefit from a private bank's other specialized offerings. This can include any number of the services outlined in the previous part of this video, including tax planning and advisory, estate and succession planning, pre-immigration advisory, real estate financing, Lombard lending, trust administration, and much more. Additionally, certain private banks have niche-specific expertise and offer highly tailored solutions for specific client types and sectors. We'll share some of these areas of expertise in the benefits section in just a minute. So, not surprisingly, clients with specific requirements may find that international private banking can help advance their personal and business interests quickly. International private banking for wealth management. Finally, clients who have established trusts, foundations, or offshore entities for wealth planning purposes will likely benefit from the services offered through international private banking. This is especially true in international investments, foreign stock portfolios, foreign real estate, businesses or related assets, arts and collectibles, intellectual property, as well as aircraft and yachts are involved. Through international private banking, such entities can often increase tax efficiencies while benefiting from a range of internal expertise at the bank. However, for this to happen, the client needs to make sure the bank they choose is capable of providing the services they require. International private banking requirements. How much money do you need for international private banking? Well, it depends on the bank, banker, and your client profile. Generally speaking, most private banks typically require at least $1 million US in investable assets. However, the minimum amount required and services offered vary dramatically depending on which bank, banker, banking division, the country you're in, and your client profile. For example, JP Morgan Private Bank requires a minimum of $10 million US, and clients with less are bumped down to the less exclusive private client division. Lower account opening requirements. At some private banks, it is possible to access international private banking with as little as $100,000 to $200,000 US. However, private banking services that cater to lower wealth brackets are more like premier banking services designed for the mass affluent. For this reason, while a dedicated private banker or relationship manager may still be provided, the attention is less personalized, communication may be limited, the banker's expertise level may be low, and service offerings aren't as robust. For example, many specialized services and perks will not be offered unless the account reaches the bank's desired threshold. Unless, of course, the client has significant assets or businesses elsewhere, intends to grow the account substantially, or will be using financing solutions offered by the bank. Additionally, those from lower wealth brackets who are investing low sums will have less negotiating power when it comes to the mandates, terms, and fees. Different account opening requirements. In the international private banking world, each private bank and private banker has different client preferences and caters to different wealth brackets. For example, some banks will happily accept clients with $1 million US, while others might require up to $5 million or even more. Natural progression to international private banking. Once you've reached a certain threshold, your bank may try to transition from personal to private banking. This automated referral process usually kicks in after you have either a certain amount of money in your account, the bank notices that you had a liquidity event, you meet a certain income threshold, or you generate a certain amount of fees for the bank. Now, while being kicked up to private banking can feel nice, there are issues to be aware of. For example, the current bank's private banking division may be subpar and not have the services you need, the relationship managers may be inexperienced or unresponsive, and you may have little time to review the new fee structure, read the fine print, and properly negotiate fees. So, be careful before automatically transitioning to international private banking without fully understanding all that this implies. International private banking considerations. Today, it's up to wealth owners to determine which banks in the international private banking space actually add value, have reasonable fee structures, and have the best combination of benefits and specialized services that they require. With this in mind, it's critical to fully understand all the moving pieces related to the international private banking before opening accounts. In this next section, let's explore one of the most important and often overlooked aspects of private banking: fees. If you're interested in international private banking, you must become an expert at scrutinizing fees. Private banks not only have different fee structures, what they charge for certain services varies dramatically. Likewise, knowing what's normal, which fees are inflated, which fees are 100% negotiable, where the hidden fees are, and how to protect yourself can all make the difference between a profitable or painfully expensive international private banking relationship. People who don't have the right information going in and don't know where to negotiate are not only charged higher fees than usual, they're also often charged hidden fees and commissions, given unclear mandates and murky fee structures. So be careful. We help GlobalBanks insiders navigate the traps of private banking fees by helping them navigate which banks are best suited to their requirements. This includes identifying banks that offer reasonable fee structures and clear mandates. Ready to unlock the benefits of international private banking? Well, to start opening accounts today, you can obviously use the information that I've shared in this video. Or you can access one of our account opening services and start taking action today. Each of our premium services are designed to help non-resident individuals, foreigners, and their businesses open international bank accounts. Whether you need personal, private, business, offshore, or even US banking, we have an account opening solution that will work for you. You can get started with GlobalBanks IQ, our international banking intelligence service. It gives you step-by-step instructions and all the tools you need to find and open accounts with top banks around the world. Plus, you'll unlock our international intelligence reports, account opening strategies, international bank database, and much more. We also have a dedicated US account opening service called GlobalBanks USA, which is 100% focused on helping non-residents, foreigners, and even foreign and offshore companies open bank accounts in the US. It involves direct one-on-one support from our team of experts and includes access to our US banking intelligence reports, US account opening strategies, and US bank database. And of course, there's our flagship service, GlobalBanks Insider. With GlobalBanks Insider, you'll get access to everything we offer, including all of the benefits in GlobalBanks IQ and GlobalBanks USA, plus our entire library of premium reports, the entire GlobalBanks database, and dedicated one-on-one support from our team of international banking experts to help you find and open the accounts you need. So, no matter where you're looking to bank in the world, you're only a few clicks away from finding and opening international accounts. To get started, just click the link in the description below to learn more about the available options. And before signing off, don't forget to subscribe so you get alerted every time we share new banking opportunities. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.